Welcome back to Brush Up Your Game, and today we are taking a look at Doctor Strange for Marvel United. Now, Doctor Strange was a Season 1 Kickstarter stretch goal promo box exclusive figure. However, you can get a hold of him as part of the Amazon promo bundle, bundle with the core set, Into the Spider-Verse, and then Doctor Strange. So, definitely worth a look here. Now, Doctor Strange is, maybe a character that doesn't seem that good just based on symbols. We get 5 heroics, 3 moves, and 1 punch, plus, 3 wilds. 3 wilds seems good, but, 5, 3, and 1, you kind of sit there and you go, huh? What? But Doctor Strange has 5 special cards. Text cards. Let's go through those. Let's see if that's actually useful. We get the dimensional portal, move to any location, and then a wild on top of that. So move anywhere you want. You're going to be in a very effective location, and then you get to rescue or punch. Well, heroic or punch. You're going to do what you need in that location, plus whatever previous symbol or symbols you were given. This is a really good card. This is a card I rely on when I'm playing Doctor Strange. Gets me in the right position, especially late game, going after the villain. I think now in the new Commander mode, Doctor Strange is definitely a character you might want to target for some of his special cards, and this is one, while not like the absolute best, most amazing card, is definitely a solid include because of that movement flexibility. Now, you also have the Eye of Agamotto, and you can take any Master Plan card from the storyline and reshuffle it into the Master Plan deck. This is going to give you more time. This gets you essentially an extra couple of turns. Is that amazing? Well, not always, but sometimes it might be enough to get you the win. I know sometimes in games, especially tougher games, I'm thinking of Green Goblin, you need just that little bit of extra time where one more card is going to make the difference. Also, villains who are exhausting their Master Plan deck, a Mystique, and many others, where they're drawing those extra cards and just burning through them. If you can take any card like that and put it back in, you're giving yourself that one extra little chance at survival, and that makes Doctor Strange very, very, very useful. Cloak of Levitation. Either punch in an adjacent location or move, in addition to a wild symbol. Well, what's not to like there? That's a really nice play, and being able to attack adjacent to your location sounds great to me. Then we've got the Orb of Agamotto. Now, this has no symbol. So anytime I see no symbol, I'm going, okay, this has got to be a really good card. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, the top card of the Master Plan deck is revealed. So I've talked a lot about heroes who depend on knowing what that next card is. Doctor Strange is your setup for these heroes. Doctor Strange is going, okay, great, we're going to play this, and now everybody knows what's coming. You can position yourself so you're in the villain's location or not where the villain's going to move. Avoid the BAMs. We now know where civilians or thugs are going to be placed out, so we can avoid overflow, or we can assess what kind of overflow is going to happen and what we're okay taking, what we're not okay taking. Doctor Strange really allows for a lot of planning ahead. Now, you have to balance that. Early game, if you can get the orb played, that's great. Late game, probably not so good because you're giving up symbols. And if you're not playing symbols, you're not progressing, and revealing the next, 1, 2, 3 Master Plan cards, is that going to help you win? Probably not. Although it is that crucial play at the end, so choices you do have to make. And his last special, the Book of Vishanti, you may search the Master Plan deck, remove 1 card from the game, then reshuffle the deck. And you go, wait a second, David. You talked about the Eye of Agamotto and putting cards back in the deck and wanting more time. Why in the world would you take a card out of the game? Well, it's because some villains have cards that add way too many thugs or civilians. I'm thinking of Ultron has his move 5 and add 3 in his location and each adjacent location. That's guaranteed overflow. That is going to hurt you. You can remove one of Kingpin's countdown cards, basically make it impossible for him to win. You can remove one of Dormammu's cards, and that speeds up your win condition because you win when you survive to the end of Dormammu's deck. There's trade-offs here. You have to evaluate whether or not you're going to play this. Plus, the text says you may. You don't have to go searching. You can just play this card as a straightforward heroic. It's not the best card you're going to play, but it is an option that you have. So, Doctor Strange, not the best symbolic character. I do like that his moves all come with heroic, so there are 3 copies of move heroic. That gives you nice balance. You're going to be in a good position to clear some threats, move around, rescue civilians. I like this. He's not your fighter, but there are so many characters that have such high punch values. Winter Soldier, Beta Ray Bill, Thor. We've talked about a lot of these characters. You combine Strange with them, his heroics counterbalance them, and you've got a really good pairing. And then the double heroic there, plus all of his specials, Doctor Strange, for me, rates very highly. You got to learn when to use them very well. You got to, a dimensional portal can either be a great early gameplay or saved late. The eye is going to depend on who you're playing. Do you want to pull something out? Put something back. The book, do you want to pull something out? The cloak, do you save it late? Certainly useful late. Could be a great move. And then the orb, a good flex play early mid-game. Late, I'd avoid it. So, choices here. Doctor Strange is not for your first game. I definitely would not recommend playing Strange in your second game. But after that, once you've had a tiny bit of experience, bring in Strange. And I think you will gain a lot of insight into some of the really weird, cool things you can do in the game. So, give it a try. And thank you for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.